I smiled as my baby girl posed for mirror selfies in front of the full-length mirror in her bedroom. I couldn't believe she was almost 11 years old. Today was her first day of 5th grade, and my heart couldn't take it. One minute I was holding her in my arms, and now she was entering her last year before middle school. I couldn't pretend like I hadn't cried this morning. I had to get it out of my system before I got her up and ready. Time had moved so fast, yet slow, the last 10 years. After the disappearance of my wife, I didn't know what to do with myself. I harbored so much guilt. If I'd just gotten up and insisted on going to the store for her, she'd still be here. She wouldn't have missed so much of Summer Rose's life. Her first time sitting up, her first word, her first crawl, her first walk and run. There were so many milestones I wish she could have been a part of, and it killed me every day that she was gone. My first thought when the police found her car in the woods was maybe someone had found her. Maybe she was hurt, and they were nursing her back to health. Clearly, I'd watched too many movies. If she was hurt, any good person would have called the police or at least took her to the hospital. For months, I waited for her to walk through the front door. I waited by the phone to hear that she'd been rescued safely. Then months turned into years. Instead of a rescue, I waited to hear that her body had been recovered. I heard nothing. It was like she disappeared without a trace. For years, we lived with the agony of not knowing where she was. If she was dead, we at least wanted to give her a proper burial. She needed to be where we could fully mourn her loss. All we had were memories now. "Don't I look pretty, Daddy?" Summer Rose asked, twirling around. "You look beautiful, baby girl." She walked over to the picture of her mother and tiptoed to kiss it. I made sure my baby knew who she was and how much she loved her. Though she'd only known her for 6 months, I would never let her memory disappear along with her. I told Summer Rose stories of how we met and our life together before we had her. I also shared pictures and videos of her. The older she got, the more it comforted her, since she didn't have her mother here in the physical form. "It's the first day of school, Mommy. I'm going to 5th grade and I'm so excited. Me and Daddy already met my teachers and they're all really nice. Daddy said since I kept my grades up last year, I can go out for cheerleading this year." I smiled weakly as she continued to talk. Since she was about 5, she would sit in front of Evenie's picture and tell her all about her day. The first time I heard her, I thought I was tripping. I was walking past her bedroom door. She was supposed to be asleep, but when I stuck my head in, she was standing in front of the picture talking to it. "What are you doing, baby?" I asked, stepping into the room. "Talking to Mommy." She said it as if it was the most normal thing in the world. Well, for me it was. I talked to my wife every night at that point. Maybe she overheard me and decided to do it too.